Hello and welcome to Trojan Talk. I'm your host, Aaron Taylor. With me today is Patrick George from the Sorrell 360 Center here at Troy University, here to talk about an event coming up with the Sorrell 360 Center. Thank you for joining us here today.
Thank you for inviting me, Aaron.
And this event is a women's symposium coming up here in a little bit, part of a larger event kind of welcoming in the Sorrell 360 Center to Troy University, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We will start off the week with a club expo going on in the atrium at the in John Robert Lewis Hall. That's where our internal clubs and organizations have a chance to display their organization, try to talk to new members or potential new members. Throughout the week, we'll have 2 resume reviews that the students will have an opportunity to improve upon their resume, and that's being sponsored by the marketing department or the marketing club here at in the College of Business. Then we'll have on the Wednesday night, we'll have an open house for the 360 Center.
Okay.
There's a panel of business leaders here in Troy. We'll be talking about their expectations, welcoming us in, and hopefully looking at partnerships within those that group of people. And then we'll have on Thursday the Women's Symposium, and that's from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. in the Trojan Center ballroom. And we'll have a panel of female movers and shakers here in Pike County in Troy, Alabama, and they'll be sharing, or we'll have an open conversation with our female students. And male students are welcome to come, but we are hyper focusing on our female student leaders, giving them some insight for their future outside of college, or maybe in college. You know, what happens after they walk across the stage? What will they possibly face as they look towards being successful in the marketplace?
And of course, that's one of those things is, I know the 360 Center is set up to establish connections with the business community and to prepare students for that future when they leave school. And this seems like a valuable opportunity, especially for women, because a lot of times women may not feel that there's as much of a focus in the business world for them. It may be a male-dominated field, and this gives them an opportunity to see otherwise.
Yes, absolutely. It's funny, when we were first trying to come up with ideas to help promote the opening of our center, male, I still get an old-fashioned magazine, and I got the Entrepreneur magazine, and on the front of it had, female business leaders from different walks, and I said, so I spoke to Katie Thomas with Alabama Works, and she's been in a partnership with us, assisting getting this together. So I owe a lot of credit to Katie Thomas with Alabama Works, and we talked about how could we best get women leaders in front of our students, and this is where the symposium was born out of. We wanted people who had been in industry for more than just a minute, and different types of industry too. And some of them are entrepreneurs, some of them are working for industry. We even have some in education. So we tried to get a broad sense. So not just for business students, but for students here and maybe in communications or in education. Our female students are going to have to compete in every front. And why not have them hear from those that have done it, been there, and they can give them tremendous information and pointers on how to be successful.
And of course, and the list of individuals that are there are some local businesses, and maybe some of them, I know I saw the list on the press release that came out, and one of them was Sips here in town, which is a famous restaurant eatery that a lot of students and a lot of people in the community go to. And Lindsay, who runs that, is somebody who was a student who has gone out there and saw a dream and made it happen. And that's one of those things. And I feel that that's the kind of stories that I know Angie Horn with Bama in a Box is going to be one of the speakers as well.
Yes.
And these are like people who have taken these kind of like upstart ideas and have become successful business people in the community.
Right, and understand it can happen. They can make it happen. I'm very excited to hear about the stories, what they had to fight through, what kind of obstacles they had to overcome, and saying, but it's reality, it's happened. So I want these students to hear it and be able to see them one-on-one, and maybe even we're having the discussion, but I want them to be able to hear it, understand it, and maybe even having some contact. Hey, here's an opportunity to come back, maybe on a smaller forum. But this large forum, I want to hit as many markers as I could with this. And the people that I've asked to participate were more than willing. They were very happy to participate. They were excited about it. And I'm excited about hearing what they have to say, because some of them on my list I've only met in passing. So it'll be nice to hear their story and be able to cultivate that and move that into when we're doing classroom activities. Hey, remember at the symposium we heard about, or from the symposium we have coming to our class today to talk to you about a little bit more in depth. And they will be familiar with the students will be familiar with their story, and I think it'll be building a better relationship with them and our students.
And of course, if they can't make it in person for this event, there will be a Facebook Live event where people can contribute to part of this as well, correct?
Right, they'll have the opportunity to submit questions in advance, and we'll have it set up to where they'll be able to watch it and view it either during or after the fact.
Well, good. Oh, an opportunity for students to hear this, even if they can't make it that day, and anyone who's in the business field or outside of it take part.
You know, what's funny, even if your major isn't business, if you're planning to be a dentist,
Oh yeah.
you got to know how to run the business. You could be a successful dentist as far as skill-wise, but someone still has to check the books. And if you don't know, your business will fold, even if you have a high level of skill. So I think business goes along with just about every major we have out here.
Well, hopefully the students will take advantage of this. One more time, day, time, place.
It'll be Thursday, February 3rd at the TC Ballroom from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. We'll have giving our opening remarks that morning will be our First Lady of the University, Ms. Janice Hawkins, will be giving our opening remarks for the panel. So that's really exciting.
Sounds like an exciting morning
Yes.
for students to take advantage.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us today and tell us
Thank
about
you.
it. And thank you for joining us on today's edition of Trojan Talk.